Hello, and welcome to part two of this little series I'm doing this week to encourage you to come and join me and Soul Tribe in a 4-month Gene Keys and Yoga immersion, which I think is the first time this particular form of activation sequence has taken place. So that's very exciting. So in the second video, what I want to share with you is about Soul Tribe itself and why I think this is an amazing platform in order to do an activation sequence. So I came across Soul Tribe actually just after it started, which was around September 2020. So it's only been going around a year. And it was a number of visionary yogis. They're based mostly in a place called Ojai in Los Angeles, where they have a physical yoga studio as well. And they decided to set up this online project, which was perfect timing because they didn't know at the time, what was going to happen and that all the physical yoga studios would have to close. So their timing, I must say, was quite impeccable. And a friend said to me, why don't you come and do, it's a practice called celestial communication. And I'd been doing it with her, my friend Phoebe, and I was like, okay, I'll come and join. And I've really loved it since. I found it so valuable, especially during this time where, everything I was doing locally ended. All my ways of connecting to people were suddenly gone. But what replaced it was Soul Tribe, and I'd also actually signed up for the Gene Keys deep dive retreat. So I felt like at some level I had planned things so that I would have kind of moved from local to global, and now I'm in a kind of moving back to both global and local. So it's been a really amazing journey and a period of growth, which I think is all you could ask for from these rather strange years. And Soul Tribe, as I say, has been such an important part of that in terms of connection, in terms of stability, of having these daily practices, of staying healthy, building your aura, building your prana. Every day is really useful when you're in the middle of a pandemic and you want to have like maximum immunity going on. So there's so many reasons I could give you to come along and do this in Soul Tribe. But one of them that's really intriguing for me, and this is, through my work with the goddess asteroids, I've been researching and living for a long time now how this transition is going to be from a more individualized society into a more transpersonal society, a more global galactic way that will transcend, if you like, national borders. And already we can see that happening all around us. Now, through the Gene Keys, we have a specific understanding of this group dynamic and what it's going to look and feel like through Gene Key 44. And the gift of that is teamwork. And the city of that is something called Synarchy, a really amazing concept. Now, in Soul Tribe, what really excites me is I see Synarchy in its earliest forms at work. We're going to start seeing more and more organizations working in the synarchic way. And I feel that Soul Tribe is a real pioneer of this. And one of the key marks is that there's no hierarchy within a synarchy. Now, that's very hard to achieve. Anyone running a business will know the challenges of not having a hierarchy. But Soul Tribe doesn't have one. So Tara Matthews is the person who started it off, but everyone has kind of equal status within the teachers, down to the sharing of the resources that come in through subscriptions. And they have a shared vision, which is about, community. It's not just about a physical activity of yoga. It's about spiritual strengthening. It's about creating these global networks of community. So on that level, I'm very excited about how the Gene Keys is going to weave with Soul Tribe. And for me personally, already that weaving, it's so synchronistic. It's like I'll be contemplating a certain Gene Key, and I'll go and look what the teachers have posted for the week if I haven't been able to join live. And it's like, wow, so often there's resonances there. And a lot of the teachers are really interested in astrology as well. So, you'll find there's things on how to work with Mercury retrograde when it's going retrograde, and tuning into a particular new moon energy or full moon energy. So there's all these opportunities to connect cosmically. And I mentioned before that Tara is also Chinese medicine practitioner, which of course links in with the I Ching and the transit of the sun through the hexagrams and the different elements. And so alongside the Gene Keys Immersion, we're also going to have, all the access to the yoga teachers and all their kind of brilliant creativity. And then we have these detoxes, which really help attune our body and our eating of food to, the hexagrams and how they're working. So there's all kinds of levels in which this is just a match made in heaven, I feel. So one other reason, and this is perhaps not specific to Soul Tribe, but what you have in Soul Tribe is a group of individuals who are very much in their gifts and in their cities even. They are manifesting a very high frequency group. And it's not massive. It's not the biggest group in the world, but there's this beautiful purity and innocence and genuine sharing, genuine warmth and open-heartedness. This doesn't have that energy of, sometimes these spiritual things that are so easy to happen can get distorted through commercialism and the money field. It's a tricky one, isn't it? But Soul Tribe actually seem to be working with it very well and not allowing it, if you like, to be the leading thing that is driving what Soul Tribe is about. And I really value that. That feels like really resonant with my inner values, that that connection and human beings are more important than making a lot of money from what you're doing. I don't have a problem with making money necessarily, but it's about the prioritizing of how you're going to put those in order, if you like. And I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about there. But when you have this high frequency band of individuals, which of course we also have in the gene keys as well, what you get is that the field itself, simply being in the field, starts to draw people out of the shadow level and into the gifts. It's like nothing has to be done. It's just being in the presence, the aura of the gift and the city frequencies will start to affect the group matrix, the group consciousness and conscience as well, perhaps. Because we have so much freedom in a way, but freedom without moral conscience is, as we are learning in our world, is a dangerous thing. So how do we bring moral conscience into the way that we are being in the world successfully? And the one thing I've really discovered about the city state, so just for example, my life work city is Transfiguration, the 47. And I don't think you can have, and this is from my understanding by working with its gene key, that you get to the city level when you transcend normal time and space, when you're released from the fear of, if you like, the small, egoic, fearful self that wants to kind of grasp and hang on to things, and you're released into this courageous, letting go, immortal field of energy, and it's in this field, and it's in connection with others, that the possibility of the cities arises, because there's always, I feel, the energy of service, of real warmth and generosity that's in those city frequencies that can't be kind of you can't fake it, really. It's either there or it's not. So this is another reason why I feel Soul Tribe is a really fantastic place, and the Gene Keys immersion within that, I feel, is going to be like boom, super fantastic. And I'm just very excited to see, who will participate and be there, and it's going to be beautiful. So I'm going to post the links in the chat there, and please sign up using my affiliate links. Soul Tribe is an amazing price of $29.99 a month. And you just get amazing resources, access to these wonderful teachers, mantras, mudras, EFT tapping, yoga nidra sessions where you can just lie down and relax, more active sessions. There's everything in there. And so it's truly going to be a wonderful experience. And if you are new to the Gene Keys, I strongly encourage you to also purchase the activation sequence from the Gene Keys website. And again, I've put an affiliate link to that, because you will get all the webinars, the audios, the books, the guidance from Richard Rudd and Elijah and Tan Mayo, who are just gloriously in their gifts and cities as well, to totally enhance this process even more. So thank you for listening, and please feel free to share this with your Gene Keys, astrology, yoga friends if you think they might be interested in coming along. Namaste. Go in peace.